Mexicans who reported bizarre flashing lights in the sky during last night's earthquake believe they could have been caused by UFOs, or even the apocalypse. The country was struck by an 8.1 magnitude earthquake after a massive tremor hit in the Pacific Ocean near the border of Mexico and Guatemala yesterday. The shock was felt as far away as Mexico City and across Central America. Some of those watching the earthquake unfold noticed strange green lights flashing in the sky during the tremors. Within minutes of the videos appearing on social media, people had started speculating as to the possible causes of the luminous phenomenon. And it wasn't long before they arrived at some particularly strange conclusions. One viewer wrote, "UFO landing," while a second added, "The first thing that came to my mind, North Korea. Second thing that comes to my mind is aliens." Others suggested the lights could be a sign of the apocalypse, with one person writing, "This is the Bible prophecy unfolding. Jesus said, the powers of the heaven will be shaken." Another Twitter user agreed, adding, "Amen. God gave warning 2 years ago through the prophet about Hurricane Harvey." More reasonable suggestions included, earthquake lightning, described as a luminous phenomenon that is said to occur in the sky close to the site of natural hazards such as earthquakes, erupting volcanoes or tectonic stress. One Twitter user said, "That's the power boxes on power lines blowing from the earthquake, not lightning." People said the tremors lasted as long as 90 seconds and caused workers and hotel guests to flee buildings when it struck around midnight local time. "I had never been anywhere where the earth moved so much. At first I laughed, but when the lights went out I didn't know what to do. I nearly fell over," said 31-year-old architect Luis Carlos Brasino. A 0.7-meter wave damaged buildings as the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center confirmed more widespread, hazardous tsunami waves were possible within 3 hours. The death toll has risen to at least 5 people, including 2 children in Tabasco state. Tabasco Governor Arturo Nunes said one of the children died when a wall collapsed, and other was a baby who died in a children's hospital that lost electricity, cutting off the supply to the infant's ventilator. The other 3 deaths were in Chiapas state, in San Cristobal de las Casas. Mexico's Civil Protection Agency said it was the strongest earthquake to hit the country since a devastating 1985 tremor that toppled buildings and killed thousands. People in Mexico City ran out into the streets in pajamas and alarms sounded after the quake struck just before midnight. Power went out in some neighborhoods. "I had never been anywhere where the earth moved so much. At first I laughed, but when the lights went out I didn't know what to do. I nearly fell over," said 31-year-old architect Luis Carlos Brasino.